Alright guys, Kath again. I'm here to show you my RT or JTR video. So basically the way that this works is you want to use as many specials as possible. All 5 of these can almost exclusively use special attacks with the sole exception of these 2 who will occasionally have to use basics, but because they have the foresight that's constantly on them, they tend to do really well and not getting hit and everything like that. So we're gonna give this a shot. I managed 9 million with it yesterday. We're gonna try for something at least 6 today. You kind of have to get almost the perfect RNG in order to get the 9 million. So that was probably a mistake. I probably should have actually removed turn meter first from him and get the slowdown on him. So if I was to use his special right now, because the enemy isn't suffering a negative status effect, it wouldn't reduce the cooldown by 2. So I'm going to use the basic here. And so now I can do it because he has one. So you see the difference there. So now next time he comes around, he'll actually have full, all of his cooldowns will be up. So I'm going to go ahead and get a big whack on him. So we want to keep an expose up if possible so that when we use a special ability it reduces the cooldowns. So unfortunately we just got both of those on our guys, which is going to make him miss cooldown. Normally it would reduce the cooldown by quite a bit, but because they dodged it, it didn't happen. Again, because of the foresight, so that's good. That's what we want. So keep using some specials on him. We're going to have to auto attack with her. See, she just never resists. A lot of it's no tenacity, but we can remove the debuff with Eliminated Destiny, which is really good. So here we can, if we choose, we can put up his hold the line, and it will reduce some turn meters still, but it'll also get a heal on him. That's not a terrible idea, you just have to be careful with him dispelling people and everything, but because he has so many buffs on him right now, it's probably worth going ahead and doing that. You know, he's gonna, even if I wasn't to use it, he's still gonna have buffs to steal, so it's not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and auto attack again. We're gonna try and pop some of these exposed to get some damage. Alright, perfect. So in a perfect world, he's constantly attacking the people who have the foresight on them. Rey tends to get it both Reys tend to get it quite a bit, and BB-8 gets it quite a bit. So as much as we can do that, that's what we want to see. Same thing here. So we just got the 1 on him. So we definitely won't be using basic attacks with him if we can help it. Which, lo and behold, we don't have to. So we'll use. So with BB-8, you'll notice I'm not attacking, and it's just like in the Admiral Akbar video, where you don't want to be using basics if you already have the debuff. So because you're going to constantly be calling BB-8 to assist you, you never want to auto attack with him. Plus, he gets so much turn meter and stuff when you use secret intel. So ideally, that's all you're going to be using. So even right now, when he drains, she has the foresight. So what's going to happen is when he drains, it will not give him the reduction because he'll miss her. So we don't have to worry about it on her when he drains. So it's almost like this debuff isn't even here. So we'll use a special here, deal some damage. Same thing here. So you'll notice he did get reduction in his cooldown, but that was because of him auto attacking her after the drain. The drain missed, and then he auto attacked and dispelled their buffs, which can happen. Again, it's unfortunate, but it can happen. Let's see here. So we're just gonna, he is gonna be annihilating next turn, so that is something to watch out for. So as he gets closer, so I could attack here, but I don't want to, simply because it will put the debuff on him. So we don't want to do that. We will attack with her. So it looks like Resistance Trooper. Actually, everybody should have another turn before he goes again. So it's kind of hard to tell because he's constantly gaining speed when you hit him. But so Rey is gonna get to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my special here. And now for Rey, I'm gonna use Unbreakable Will. Because now he's going to end up going, and I'm going to force him to hit Rey with everything he has. So, and notice she dodges the second one. So this is really important. If Annihilate is up at the beginning of his first turn, he will always Annihilate first. So Annihilate can't be dodged, so it won't get rid of Foresight. So if Rey, either Rey really, has Foresight, then he will Annihilate, and because she has Unbreakable Will, he has to attack her, and then we'll use his regular attack, which will be dodged. So what that does is, it doesn't allow him to get the extra cooldown that he would normally get from auto-attacking because it's resisted, or because he misses, essentially. So that's something to watch out for as well. So we will go ahead and get Illuminated Destiny up. So hopefully we can... Oh, so she actually still has Unbreakable Will, which was kind of good. So it's going to go away now. But we'll go ahead and get rid of his buffs. And now we can start gaining some health back. So we can use basics on these guys on the side. That's never going to hurt us. So now we can start getting some stuff back with her. So we're going to use the special here. Hopefully she can gain some life. Ooh, she really didn't gain a whole lot. That's not good. So he's going to drain next turn, which won't give him any extra cooldowns. And if he auto-attacks, I think he'll actually kill her right now. So we have to kind of hope that that doesn't happen. I might just not feed into his stuff right now. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and use the special. Yeah. Okay, so this might be okay. Hopefully, with her auto attack, she'll get enough health to survive. Okay, didn't attack her anyway, so it worked out. So we do have a lot of debuffs going around right now, which is kind of a bummer. So if I use this right now, it won't give him the cooldown reduction. It'll give him the 2 turns because he's debuffed, but because he himself is debuffed, he won't get the turn from Jedi Returning Rey's lead ability. So I have to use it though because I don't want to ruin it and give him extra cooldowns when he doesn't need them. Of course, it comes back to him. So he is going to get the debuff. A bummer, but it has to happen. Let's see here. So I'm going to have to attack with her, which isn't a problem. So same thing again. He's only going to get the 1 turn for the debuff, but you don't want to use the auto attack if you can help it. Okay, so we're looking to be in decent shape right now. We're hoping he auto attacks one of the guys with Foresight so that he doesn't get the cooldown reduction. We could go ahead and use Unbreakable Will. I'm going to hope it's not necessary. We're going to see. I might end up just having to restart this. Ooh, that kind of stunk. So he will get protection if I attack with this. I could just play it safe and go ahead and use Unbreakable Will. That might be the way to go. I mean, he's guaranteed to die just about. The problem is, if he doesn't Annihilate, he's gonna be summoning ads and stuff relatively soon. So let's just go ahead and do it. So yeah, he didn't Annihilate. I kind of figured that was gonna happen, but I didn't want to give him the protection. I'd like to get this. I'd like to get him close to dead, as close as I can, and pull out the most damage from it, which means keeping protection off of him. So we didn't get the speed down on him, but we did get some stuff going. So I'm going to go ahead and use this, and so he's going to Annihilate. So this will give him 15% turn meter and a bunch of speed. So he will be going before Resistance Trooper again, which is good. That's what I want. So I'll go ahead and attack, and now he's going to kill him, but I have Unbreakable Will, so it's not going to work. Which is perfect. So unfortunately, oh, he's going to get some protection here. So that's a bummer. But again, sometimes it happens. You just have to live with it. So we'll remove some turn meter. I removed a lot of turn meter actually. And Resistance Trooper, we're gonna hope we can get his health back up before he gets killed. I don't think it's actually gonna end up happening. I might. I'm not gonna call him to assist. So he's probably gonna die here, which is completely acceptable. It will happen on occasion. Oh, he didn't die. Great. That's actually perfect. See, sometimes you just gotta get lucky. You don't need to be good. Just get lucky. So he is almost to the point where he can survive a hit from Hillis. Ouch, that's a bummer. Let's see here. So same thing, we're gonna keep calling BB-8 to assist. And the reason that we call BB-8, so granted, if you auto attack when you already have this and he tries to apply it again, you're gonna get the protection gain. You're going to get a lot more damage out of BB-8, and also because he has Foresight, it's going to help to prevent some of that from happening, some of the protection drain, because he can just gain forbearance, or he just can, after he gains the Foresight, he just won't, I think you guys know what I mean, he won't, he'll just dodge the debuffs and stuff. You don't have to worry about that. So he's going to attack, and then probably, no, he didn't drain, so he will drain next turn. So I have to kind of watch my debuffs and see where everybody's at. So I'm at 5 turns to enrage. So these are the good attempts right here, guys. These are the... And by the way, I only tried to record one other one, and my Resistance Trooper got killed. So it's not like I've been retreating a whole lot or anything. I've been... this is only my second attempt today. So we're doing a decent amount of damage. I don't think it's an 8-9 million point damage run. Not yet. Maybe if I can stay healthy the rest of the time. So now next turn he's going to annihilate. So that's something to keep in mind. I need to have Unbreakable Will up on somebody, which it looks like it's going to be Rey. Maybe I might not even do Rey. I might just do Finn because he's already so low. So he's going to gain some protection here. This sucks. I think I'm going to be able to get to Finn. Yeah. Hopefully Finn gets a turn before... Yay, he did. Okay, so Finn's going to go ahead and use his ability. We will... So we will Illuminate a Destiny. This will get the debuffs off, which isn't that big of a deal because he doesn't have Drain Up or anything, and I don't plan on doing a bunch of auto attack. But we'll do it. So we'll deal some more damage, and some more damage. I love dealing damage, it's my favorite. So he gains all these buffs, which we'll get rid of with Resistance Trooper again. Oh, when we can. Oh, or we can just get rid of them all with Rey, that works too. So we're 3 turns from Enrage. Something else that's kind of cool is that Unbreakable Will works through Enrage, so you can get an extra attack or two in after the Enrage if you... He's gonna... Oh, he didn't die either. This is great. So I'm getting really lucky here, guys. This has a lot to do with getting a decent score, is kind of letting the RNG fall your way a little bit. So, you know, you might have to retreat a couple of times to really get everything to go your way, but that's kind of the nature of the beast. I could remove his turn meter right now, but I don't see much of a reason to. He doesn't have a whole lot, and because the amount of times they resist is what removes turn meter, like more turn meter. So essentially, for each debuff resisted, remove 20% turn meter, which can't be resisted. So you have the ability to remove up to 80% turn meter, because there's 4 debuffs, there's ability block, days, offense down, speed down. He will almost always resist 3 of the 4. So here in the beginning, he's probably not going to resist very many because he hasn't been attacked really, so he has no tenacity. So it's kind of a trade-off. You may want to go and try and do something for, like if you want to remove a ton of turn meter, then you want to wait till later. If you want to get speed down on him, you want to use it sooner. I think removing the 80% turn meter is probably better, especially since he's, you know, 2 turns from Enrage and everything. So I'm going to just auto-attack him, and that way I can use Actually, I'm going to use my special on him here too with her. And that's going to give him a ton of turn meter. But now I can use stuff on these guys on the side. See, so he only has a basic attack left. So I want to use the basic attack on that guy. So now I should remove, yeah, about 60% turn meter. I don't know why it was so low. It should have been more because all 4 got resisted, but it is what it is. So we'll do BB-8 again. And we are getting to end game here where I'm going to start losing people very soon. I have 1 more turn before he enrages, so we're just going to kind of pump out as much damage as humanly possible. And go from there. So sweet, he attacked 2 people who had foresight. That's an ideal situation. I'm not going to waste anything on a heal because he has no protection right now. I don't have to worry about if I auto. So I'm going to go ahead and just get as much damage as I can before this ends. It looks like I'm just going to get rid of the turn meter now. Maybe, yep. I was hoping I would first speed down, but that works. So I'm going to try and pump as much damage out of here as I can. He doesn't have drain, so he's only going to kill 2 guys on this first enrage, which is pretty cool. Which means I'm going to have a turn after he enrages. So what I could actually do here is, because he doesn't have drain, he doesn't have an AoE. So if I use Unbreakable Will on somebody, he will enrage, attack the same person twice, not even kill them, and I still get another turn out of after enrage. So I'm going to do it that way this time. So as soon as Rey comes back around, I'm going to use Unbreakable Will on her. And now when it's his turn, he's enraged, he does all that stuff, but he doesn't even kill anybody. So yay! Cool stuff there. And so he will drain next turn and kill everybody who doesn't have foresight. So that trick only works the once. But it did work, which is cool. So I get kind of a whole nother round. So Rey's back up. I'll do this. So he's gonna kill all but these 2, and then on his second attack he will kill one of those 2. So I'm only gonna have 1 person left after this. So BB-8 gets to get a decent attack in, I guess. I'm gonna whack him once. Oh, he got dodged. Okay, whack him again. This is what high speed does. I just gave him protection the whole time. Alright, so that's the attempt. Let's see how we did. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I didn't think it was nearly that good. 11.2 million. Well, I'm happy I recorded this one. So, again, guys, it's about managing that protection, managing buffs and debuffs, and in this situation, having Jedi Training Rey was obviously very important. So, yeah, thanks again, guys. Hopefully it's helpful for you, and you guys can start putting some numbers up like this. And I will talk to you guys in game.